We are on location right now in Newport Richey, Florida, everybody. Business owners, do you need your logo on, I don't know, a shirt, perhaps a polo, a jacket, maybe even a hat? Or get this, a shoe, everybody. These folks have got you covered right here at 72HrPrint. We're gonna be talking with James and his crew in here today to show you how they make it happen right here in one place for your business. This is about taking your brand to a whole other level with 72HrPrint. Let's step inside and check it out. All right, man, what's going on, James?
Hey, man.
Hey, man, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks so much for having us out here today, but I really appreciate it. Man, for those who are not familiar, what do you all do here? I mean, we see everything you got. I mean, or maybe I should ask, what don't you do here is really the question for businesses and branding.
Well, there's a lot that I guess you could say we don't do, but we really do most everything. I mean, we're a sign shop, we're the print shop, we're the apparel company, we're the seamstresses, we're the embroidery guys. I mean, we do everything.
Print,
paper to car wraps.
Man, that's great. Now, people, when they look at this, the quality is always what's going to stick out to me about the way that you do things. It's the colors, it's the fact that you're thinking about it, it's the wick away stuff. All these different things that a lot of companies don't think about, you've thought about here at 72HrPrint. Where did that come from, man? How do you get started in this business?
Well, we got started in sublimation years ago, about 7 years ago, when we did car wraps. We would do a car wrap for somebody, then we would take the car wrap file and make a shirt and surprise them. We thought that it'd be a great ROI. And then we realized that there are far more people that would buy apparel than buy wraps. So we got into the sublimation of apparel. We outsourced it like most people in the world today. And they come the wrong color, wrong size, wrong fit, wrong fabric, too hot, too itchy. So we, said, hey, look, there's got to be a better way. And we just dove headfirst into sublimation. And I think the first round of investment was around 100 grand.
Now, if we're going to elevate that brand, I know we're here to show everybody that you do everything in-house, a one-stop shop. But it starts with a design, man. It starts with taking this stuff in, correct? So I think we're going to step over and see kind of just the customer service side from the design perspective, right?
Sure.
Show me the way, brother. Come on, let's do it.
So Pat, this is one of our guys here. This is Jakar. And of course we have Hector and Pete. Jakar is the creative director here at 72HrPrint. So basically what happens if someone has, let's say, not the right file, or maybe they thought they had the right brand, but they really don't. They need some little bit of love. We have a staff of designers in-house and out-house that he will look at the file and say, okay, I think this is the best designer for your project. And he assigns that project to the designer best suited to make that brand be evolved.
Now, a lot of people, they get intimidated, I think, by this process. I got to send my logo in. I don't know how to design it. I don't even know what my shirt should look like. All I got is the beginnings of it, the colors, the logo. Do you all help with all that, man? To make these shirts and this stuff pop and really stand out above their competition?
We do, and the way you make that sound is just like our shows. When we go to a show, somebody comes up and says, hey, I got no idea what I want. I just love what you guys have here. And we tell them the same thing. All you got to do is send us your logo. If we get your logo, we look at your current brand. If you have wrap vehicles, we'll look at your wrap vehicles. Otherwise, we'll go to all your social media outlets. We figure out basically how you are perceiving your business to the public. And then we'll take that and we'll create something different, better, and then provide it back to you and say, hey, this is what we feel would be a better representation of your brand. And then usually the customer will take it 9 times out of 10 the way that it is. But in the event that they don't, we do have unlimited revisions. So we will go back and forth to design team until the customer is completely happy with the product.
Now, once they do like it, they love what they got, and we need to make some shirts, we need to make some merchandise, we need to make something that stands out. We're going to step back out there and we're going to make it happen, right?
I can show you.
Show me about it, man. Let's go, bro. Come on. All right, man. So what are we starting out with right here? What are you showing us? Because this looks like an incredible piece of machinery that we have going on here.
Well, this is the F10070H. Basically, this is they got the Cadillac and the Ferraris of cars, right? I guess this would be the Bugatti. I mean, it is almost 6 foot tall. It's more than 10 foot wide. And the ink that it takes is massive. I mean, our other printers used to just take a little bitty bag and stick it into a little inkwell. If you look behind you on the floor, I mean, that's a lot of ink.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of ink. And not only is it a lot of ink, it's meant to run 24/7. So it's got all of the colors, and then it's got a backup of all of the colors. So it never stops.
Walk me through.
It works 2 ways. You either print on paper and then you transfer it to fabric, or you can print directly to the fabric. So if you print directly to the fabric, then it's going to be a device on the machine that's going to heat it up such a way that it will sublimate onto the fabric. I don't personally believe that is the highest quality at all. So we don't do our tents that way, we don't do our tablecloths that way, and we certainly won't do our apparel that way. This is printing on special paper that has an adhesive on it that when you transfer it under a heat press, it creates vapor. At 400 degrees, the ink will turn into vapor, and because of the pressure of the heat press, it will be absorbed into the fabric forever. We want the highest quality product that we can get.
So tell me this, once we get here, we've got this done, we got to heat this stuff up. Where are we going to? We step it over here?
We're going to the sublimation department.
Let's do it. Let's take a look, man. Come on.
Go. This is where it happens. This is where it's either going to or get off the pot like it's going to work, or it's not.
Yeah, I see it right now. This is where the rubber is going to meet the road, though. You used to do this all yourself?
All myself. And then I taught my son how to do it, and then he kept making a bunch of mistakes, so then I'd have to do it more, and I got frustrated. I said, hell with it. I'm going to grow the business. If we have reprints, we got reprints. You'll figure it out. And then he did. He figured it out. He's ran this department for probably 2.5, 3 years now. I haven't touched this yet. If I went to do it now, I'd probably it up. And then he taught Jesus how to do it. So now Jesus runs this. He's now doing my boot tech. So there's my son Orion right there. How long you been running this without me? Vanilla. Okay, sorry. So we've conditioned our apparel to be for the service need itself. Roofer might not necessarily be in the same fit. If you're a sales rep and you're never going to be on a roof, for example, we would never recommend mock mesh because that's really for in the field use. A smooth fishing jersey is a super lightweight and breathable material. And when you have that in a polo, your color's just caught. And when you're walking in and out of a house, even if it's 98 degrees in Florida, you're going to go from their house to your air-conditioned car. You're never going to feel the fact that that doesn't have mock to evaporate the moisture. It literally is just going to be a really comfortable shirt all day long.
So now that we've got this, we got to go cut the thing, though, right here behind us, correct?
Yeah, that's the funny thing. We used to cut these by hand.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's another story. But we used to have like a pizza roller, like a pizza cutter.
Yeah.
We would cut them by hand, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you're just digging in around there and just cut
We
it?
just cut around it, and then we decided, hey, there's got to be a better way, right?
And then what's the better way? Come on, let's do it.
Go to the cutting department.
We just got this stuff put onto the actual fabric. You said we're doing some cutting here. I can see looks like we're doing it.
That's what we're doing. This is the cutting department here at 72HrPrint. Basically, like I was telling you before, we used to cut this with a pizza roller. Like, not really, it's a fabric cutter, but, and then we had 6 people. And after that, I realized the labor and the time, and it was the bottleneck. We fixed the bottleneck. So this is a laser cutter. What it actually does is with those 2 cameras there, it will scan the print, and then it will tell the processor to cut the print dead on the lines, or at least close enough. Then when we take it into fabrication, we just make sure that our notches line up so our quality is perfect.
So what I think the most important thing to get across here is consistency for me is what I'm hearing. Because there are companies out there that are still doing it that old school way, right? And that cannot be as consistent as what you're doing here, nor can you produce the volume that you can when you have a machine like this.
No, volume definitely not. And consistency, the problem we ran into is that not everybody has carpal tunnel. But if you're gonna cut 200 shirts a day by hand, you leave every day thinking you have carpal tunnel. And when your hand gets weak, your cuts get wrong. When your cuts are wrong, you take 1/4 of an inch off the material. In other countries, people will still sew the shirt up. We would have to reprint the shirt because quality is paramount at 72HrPrint. And with the expense of that, I just decided, hey, I've had enough. Let's just go ahead and drop $100 grand on the cutter, and that's what we did. All right, so you've seen everything else in the shop, all of the different divisions of 72HrPrint. We really can do anything for everyone. This happens to be our sticker machine and sticker cutter. It does wraps, it does stickers, it does banner stands, it does banners, it does the guys with the helmets on the wall, the full graphic on the wall, it does floor graphics, wall graphics, you name it, it does it. Epson can print on anything, and this GraphTech cutter can cut almost everything.
Yeah.
So this really is the end all be all at 72HrPrint. This is our bread and butter. We do an awful lot of wraps, we do an awful lot of stickers. And really, this is a one-man band. One guy runs both, and it's just like hands off. You could set it and forget it.
Well, I know we were just printing these off for our good friends over at Savage Roofing, okay? Some of the best there are, some of the best marketing there is in the game, but this is the reason that a company like this blows up. All right, one of the reasons. They're just great people on top of that. But they do these things like this. You can see this kind of quality on their trucks. You can see it on their logo, you know, wherever their logo is placed. Their pamphlets, their door knockers, all this stuff it's quality because it comes from 72-hour print.
Well, you know, they say it's quality is key, right?
Yeah.
And paramount to everything. The reality is we really do care about our customers. So no matter what we do for your brand, we're not going to be the cheap option. We're not going to be the bottom of the barrel option. We're going to be the best at it, and we're going to be cost effective for it.
Yeah, you know, what I love that we've seen here today, everybody, is we've been able to see how you can brand your company with one company, all right? That's American made, right here in the good old US of A, doing things the right way. Shirts, signs, stickers, cars, all of your print material, everything for the conferences. Why are you getting this stuff in separate? Come right over here to James and his crew. Get everything in one pot with people that really give a crap about the product that they're putting out there, brother.
Nearly 20 years, we started just doing commercial printing as a broker, and now we really do it all. So with all the different divisions we have here at our facility, we really can handle it all. Your tablecloths, your tents, everything. We literally can do anything. EDDMs, mailers, you name it, we do it. So it doesn't matter how you want to market or brand your business, we're there for you.
Folks, you know we're gonna have all the information for 72-hour print. It'll be across the bottom of the screen. You get over here, get in touch with these fellas, get in touch with the ladies over here. They're gonna take amazing care of you. I appreciate you, man. You giving us the day to come out here, let us see your facility like this, our crew and everybody. Thanks a lot, brother. Always, man. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.